Yo, what's going on? First, before I begin, I want to say rest in peace to the two people that passed away today. There was a helicopter crash and two people didn't survive. They shut down Highway 77, up until 12 o'clock tonight. This just happened today. And it's crazy because I was coming from uptown, going down 77 South. And man, it happened like a couple minutes after, I left, 77 and I got onto 485. So rest in peace to those two people. I can't imagine, what their families are going through right now. Even though I don't celebrate, Thanksgiving, I do believe in that particular day taken out for you to be amongst family. And they're going to be, two missing people, at the dinner table on Thursday night, which is crazy, man. Charlotte needs some healing. We just got over the whole thing of well, we haven't gotten over it, but we're trying to heal from, as well as the parents, definitely the parents of Shanquella Robinson. That situation, the FBI has taken that up, far as Shanquella Robinson being murdered. Pretty much we all know by her friends, in Cabo, New Mexico. It's just crazy, man. A lot of things are going on in Charlotte, things that I didn't know that was gonna take place. Charlotte is getting bigger and bigger. And from what I see, as a parent, having children, Charlotte, as big as it gets, and more people migrating to the city, traffic and all of this stuff going on. I will say this, and I know I've said, I've made so many different videos that, I'm going to move here, move there, whatever. But if I chose to stay in Mecklenburg County, in Metro Charlotte, I would definitely, stay in Huntersville. The Huntersville, Morrisville, Lake Norman area. Now, taking heed, I don't make enough to live there right now. Straight up. I'm going to have to do a whole lot of hustling in order to move out in Huntersville. Morrisville is really, kind of affordable. But Huntersville is like really the place to be. They have Birkdale Village. They're about to do this Caribbean style resort. I don't know when it's going to be done, but they're in the makings of it now. It's going to cover 270 acres of land. Farmland, that is. And it's going to be called, what is it going to call? Crystal Lagoon, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of things that's taking place in Huntersville. But if you want to live up there, you got to be able to kick them dollars out. But that is like, really, to me, Charlotte's suburbs. Like South Charlotte, Still Creek, man. Y'all are really like taking my pride and joy away from me, man. Like the Still Creek area has just gotten ridiculous now. It really has. South Tryon is always busy. Still Creek Road is always busy. Those are our two major roads. You consider Still Creek Road is, they would call it Highway 160. I mean, you got 18 wheelers going back and forth down that highway. Because it goes It turns 160 turns into 161. You can actually drive into South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Tega, Fort Mill area. You know what I'm saying? So it takes you from South Carolina all the way through Still Creek, behind Charlotte Douglas Airport. It turns into West Boulevard, and then it turns into East Boulevard. So it can take you all the way from South Carolina to the other side of Charlotte, and like Providence Road. You know what I'm saying? Myers Park area. You know what I'm saying? So people take that road, I'll say Highway 161, it turns into 160. People take that road all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's just gotten ridiculous. You know? And then these little petty crimes that's happening here and there. Y'all are just taking my pride and joy. You know what I'm saying? Because when I first moved here, the only thing out here, when I got here, was the Rivergate area. You know what I'm saying? They just had finished that. You know what I'm saying? You know, matter of fact, the Publix that exist in the Rivergate area now, the grocery store, it was Bilo for a long time. And then Publix came in. You know what I'm saying? That Earthfield on the corner that they haven't opened yet, that didn't even exist. You know what I'm saying? All of those stores in that area, right in that corner, you know what I'm saying? Right by the hospital, you know what I'm saying? None of that stuff existed. Harris T didn't have a gas station, you know what I'm saying? On the corner of Still Creek and South Tryon, Still Creek Road and South Tryon Road. You know, the intersection, that corner right there. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no chicken spot, wasn't no jewelry pawn shop, none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that was there was Supercuts, believe it or not. Supercuts, Subway, Harris Teeter, that submarine place where you can buy, you know, boats and stuff like that, like blow up boats and different things like that, you know, because Lake Wiley is right down the street, and Nothing But Noodles was on the corner. Now it's Showmars. You know what I'm saying? And that whole area wasn't nothing but the Rivergate area and rabbits. No lie. That's my word. No lie. You know what I'm saying? People used to catch the bus out here and they would be like, yo, man, I've never seen this place before. Or you'll have someone that mistakenly like runs up on it. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, yo, I've never been here before. I didn't even know all of this stuff existed. For real. And the truth be told, I'm not gonna even lie. Like when I first got here and I was driving around looking for a place to stay, you know what I'm saying, a place to live, I bumped into it by mistake. Something just told me to go straight down South Tryon Road. I didn't even know that it was South Tryon, you know what I'm saying, South Tryon Road. Had no idea, but I just kept straight, and then I bumped into it. I ran into it. The Still Creek areas, in particular Rivergate. But now it's to the point where everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? So Still Creek is crowded. Ballantyne is crowded, but it's also expensive. You know what I'm saying? They're building their own little thing over there. When they get finished with Ballantyne's gonna be like Buckhead for real in Atlanta, Georgia. Straight up. Matter of fact, it's gonna probably be better. You know what I'm saying? South Park don't even think about it. I go out there to the YMCA. I go to the YMCA and I go to Whole Foods out there. That's what I can afford. That's the only reason why you see me out there. You know what I'm saying? Uptown, forget about it. You paying for a cubby hole. I'm talking about like a 1-bedroom and you got like a little deck outside. It ain't even a deck. It's like you just open the door and you can look outside. You paying like anywhere between $1,300 and $1,800 for that one cubby hole in Uptown. For real. That they call a luxury, quote unquote, a luxury apartment. But basically you're paying for the amenities. You know what I'm saying? You can be able to get on a light rail, you know, there. You know, you don't need a car in the Uptown area, you know, South Boulevard, South End. You don't need no car. You know what I'm saying? Everything is there at your disposal. You know the area that's getting crowded, but there's gonna be another place that's gonna be lit once they finish with that big park that they're building over there. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, Charlotte, they're changing the city up, but they're not going as fast as the people coming in. You see what I'm saying? Like 77 needs to be reconstructed. They're in the makings of they're in talks about it. You understand? There needs to be like 5 or 6 lanes on going up 77 north and south. It's a shame that 77 and once you pass the state line, you know what I'm saying, you get around Carowinds in that area, that's when the lanes open up. So in South Carolina, please, it's easy to get, go down 77 north or south. Or go up 77, go down 77 south and come up 77 north. It only gets messed up when you get around, in Charlotte that is, when you get around, Arrowwood. Once you get around Arrowwood, in that area, please, it's congested. Monday through Friday, basically every day. So it's just ridiculous. But Huntersville, it sits all the way up for those that don't know. You know what I'm saying? The geographical map of, Charlotte Metro. You know what I'm saying? Or Metro Charlotte or whatever, however they put it. You know what I'm saying? It sits on top of, like, North Charlotte. You understand? Like, to get from Uptown to Huntersville, you know what I'm saying? That's going to take you anywhere about 20 minutes. But it depends because they have the express lanes. You know what I'm saying? So if you got your NC pass, it may take less than that. But man, I remember I took, I think I was from Uptown. And I forgot what exit it was in Huntersville that I got off at. And that shit cost me like $8. And it wasn't up but a couple miles up. So, yeah, the express lanes, hey, they good to go. But you got to pay. Well, plain and simple. Children gonna kill me. I'm drinking one of their juice boxes. This shit tastes good though. I don't know. But yeah, it's the truth, yo. Side note, it's the truth. Fathers do eat the children's lunch and the little snacks and shit. I ain't gonna even lie. It should be the best though. Anyway, yeah, but getting back to the subject, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it takes about roughly 20 minutes if you're just, just going up 77 north, and you're not using no express lanes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it sits all the way up. Let me just say, it's no crime up there. I've never heard of the Huntersville, Lake Norman, Mooresville area having any crime, for real. And when you go up there, you're gonna see, man, that it's chill. Yo, man, let me tell you something. And it's not like country like that. It is country, but it's not country. You know what I'm saying? And then Lake Norman is there, so Lake Norman sits right in the middle of Huntersville, Mooresville. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful up there, man. It's beautiful up there. You know what I mean? And I go up there. I go to the Target up there in Mooresville and Huntersville. You know what I'm saying? I shop up there. And when I go, it's like a getaway. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, let me get away for a couple of minutes or whatever. And all I got to do, from Still Creek area, I take 485 all the way up. 485 run you into 77, all the way up, going up 485. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's a nice area. Birkdale Village is mad chill, it's laid back. For those that don't know who Birkdale Village is, it's kind of it's like a town, community, but it's this place, it's places where you shop at. You know what I'm saying? It's restaurants and places you shop at and stuff like that. But it's this whole area where you could just park your car and just walk all in there. They got all type of festivities and stuff like that, festivals and shit like that in the summertime or whatever. And then you could live in that area as well too. But you gotta have money. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it to you like this: they have a golf course in that area. You know what I'm saying? So good and goddamn well, there's a golf course, and it's a bougie one. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta pay to play. Matter of fact, I've done a video called A Tour Around Charlotte, and I think it's named Huntersville, Mooresville, Lake Norman area. I'll put that in the I'll put the link to that video in the comment section of this video right here. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, if I were to stay in Charlotte Metro, another year or 2 or 3 or 4, or just for the rest of my life, I would definitely choose the Huntersville, Lake Norman, Mooresville area. I had I say associate person that I was cool with, she stayed in Morrisville. She was like, yo, the rent is mad cheap. And she said that she was, they were using well water, so they didn't even have to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? But see, I'm more like city. So like I would kind of like want to live in like the Huntersville area. Like the further up you go, the further away you're from uptown, you're from Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? So, and you can somewhat tell the difference, you know what I'm saying, in the people, whatever. But for the most part, man, every time I've gone up there now, taking heat, there's not a lot of black people there. I ain't gonna even hold you like that. Like, for real, this is the truth. You know, I'm gonna be real with you. You know, there's not a lot of black people up there. You know, but for the most part, man, every time I've gone up there, and when I'm going up there and I go shopping and stuff like that, like I just went up there, about 2-3 days ago. I don't feel like uncomfortable or anything. Like, yo, in this point in my life, if I can't feel comfortable around white people, I mean, like a lot of white people, then I don't know hey, I might as well go back to the hood. That plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna live in America, especially if you're gonna live in areas where they're well-to-do areas, you can raise a family, and you know the public schools are pretty decent, you know, and everything is pretty decent, and you think, you know, I don't really want to be around too many Caucasians. I don't know what to tell you, because diversity is key, at least in America. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't get along with anyone outside of your race, and that's including a white person dealing with black people, I don't know what to tell you. You might not want to live in America, because that's how things are going. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they did and they just brung it back up, but they did and Time Magazine did a cover story on what it's gonna be like. I had the damn magazine. This was like 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It was like in the 90s, about 20 something years ago. They did a cover story in Time Magazine. I think it was 1996 or something like. I can't remember exactly, but you know, I had the magazine, and they were talking about, you know, in the near future, and you know, later on in 2000, like 2045 or something like that, that the average American is not gonna look like one particular race, and they call those people neutrinoids. And I just saw, I think it was on the news, CBS News or something like that. Like they letting people know that this is technically America's gonna technically be a melting pot. You know what I'm saying? And they said that in the near future, you know what I'm saying, like, first and foremost, the minorities are gonna be the majority. You know what I'm saying? By 2040 or something like that. But they said like by 2050 or something like that, that there's not gonna be one dominant race. You know what I'm saying? Like there'll be a certain percent, like each person will be a certain percentage of black in you, Caucasian, Hispanic, etc. So this is where we're going. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and say, because this is not the video to do that, but I'm not gonna say that I agree with it or disagree. I'm just telling you what they're saying, straight up. So if you don't believe in diversity, you can't get along with another race, and I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I'm just being real. Like, Huntersville, folks, we're coming. That's real talk. And I'm telling you, seriously, based on the annual income that you have to have in order to live in Huntersville, places like Huntersville and Lake Norman, they're gonna be good, wholesome African American neighbors, straight up. So you don't have to worry about, you know, the riffraff coming up to Huntersville, because they're not gonna be able to afford it. And I've never heard any hood NIGGA say, "Oh, let's go up to Huntersville," straight up. And Huntersville has its own police force. It's its own entity. Matter of fact, Morrisville is not even in Mecklenburg County. Morrisville is Iredell County. That's where, if I'm not mistaken, the baby lives at. You know what I'm saying? So it is an area that every time I go up there, I like it, man. Straight up. And I haven't been to Lake Norman just yet. I mean, I've been there, you know what I'm saying? I've been in certain parts, but I'm saying, like, rented a boat and really, like, you know, did Lake Norman like I supposed to. Haven't done that yet. Hopefully I get the chance and the opportunity to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that area is just, it's beautiful. It's like a small, it's not, don't get it twisted. It's a really, really small version of like how Florida is. You know what I'm saying? When they get finished with that water park or that Caribbean style resort that they're building called Crystal Lagoon, I've seen the pictures of it. You could go online right now. They have pictures of what it's gonna look like. Man, please. It's a done deal for me. And I mean, rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting tired of the hustle bustle of Charlotte. Not to say that, you know, 77 going up 77 north and south around Huntersville area doesn't get congested. It does. But just think about it like this. If you're working, living and playing in that area, there's no need to get on 77. For real, the only time you're going down 77, and that's a good thing, the only time you're going down 77 to actually go into Charlotte is if you're going to see a Carolina Panthers game, a Charlotte Hornets game, the minor league baseball team, the Charlotte Knights. It's some type of event or festival that you're going down into Charlotte, and then after that you're gonna go back home where it's peaceful. You can hear crickets and shit like that. Now don't get it wrong, don't get it twisted. You can hear that shit in Still Creek, but you can also hear burn, whoa, get the hell out of the way, all of that stuff too. Still Creek doesn't like really quiet down until like about 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, man, I'm seeing this area, and don't get it twisted. You know, it's Charlotte is still nothing like Atlanta. I always compare Charlotte to Atlanta because, you know, that's kind of like where we can get our kind of feeling of how bad or good the city is right now. Charlotte, that is. Like if you go to Fox News Atlanta, it's murder, kill. This kid just got killed. 24 years old. I just saw it on Fox News Atlanta, right? Kid 24 years old just got killed. Working at Waffle House. Straight up. It was his day off, and I forgot what school he was going to. God damn it, he was going to school for something. I forgot what it was. Anyway, it was late, you know what I'm saying? And this is where he works at. The Waffle House that he works at, but it was his day off. So, this particular Waffle House in Lithonia, they close down like, you know, late at night, but they still take orders, but you have to order outside. Now it was a line, you know what I'm saying, outside that people were waiting to order, right? So the kid comes up, 24-year-old kid, he comes up and they let him in, but they keep all of the rest of the people out. But the kid they let in, he works there. He just wanted to get a bite to eat. So they already know him. You know what I'm saying? He's a cook in there, right? He's a chef in there, right? So he goes in there, he eats his food, and he comes out, and the dudes outside get pissed off that they let him in, and they wind up shooting this man. And they got video footage of it too. But they didn't show that. As he's running to, you know, get back into the Waffle House, they shoot him 2 times in his back. All for him just, I guess, so-called jumping the line. This is what's going on in Atlanta. So, yeah, Charlotte hasn't gotten to that point. The reason why I'm, you know, thinking about moving to Huntersville is not because the violence has gotten crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, criminals are running rampant. It's anarchy in Charlotte. No, it's just Charlotte is becoming very congested. You know what I'm saying? It's just too many people moving, you know, and Charlotte is not able to keep up with the amount of people that's moving here. You know, so really it's just the traffic, man, and it just being so busy, you know, throughout the whole week. And man, I'm not lying, man. I'm constantly having road rage, like people are driving too slow, or they talking on their phones, and we don't have, and I hope one day before I leave Charlotte that they pass a law where it is no talking and texting, you know what I'm saying, while driving. They have it in New York and they have it in Atlanta. I don't know why Charlotte is taking all day to get this law in effect. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if it's like out there. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard too many people talk about it. I mentioned it. But I do know that there are mad accidents almost every day. 77, this ain't nothing new. 77 always gets shut down because of what? Somebody got in a wreck. Straight up. Either 77 or 485. You know what I'm saying? But, yo, once again, I'm about to end this. Once again, yo, rest in peace to those two people that were taken away from us. Well, I ain't gonna say us, I didn't know them, but you know what I'm saying, taken away. I'm trying to talk in a way where YouTube doesn't flag me. You just don't know what we go through as content creators. You know what I'm saying? We have these certain guidelines. You can't say KILL and the R word. The R word, far as if a man takes advantage of a woman, you can't say all of that stuff. So I'm trying to say it in a way, But anyway, may they rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? And my condolences goes out to their families, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, my name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, definitely share this video.